Good morning. Welcome back to A Sweet Journey. I am Sonia, also known as Sweets, and I'm really excited. I just got on the scale and I've lost 7.4 pounds. I just wanted to walk through with you, just showing you a little bit about what I'm doing to really help with that. So let's go. Okay, so as you can see, part of my, I would say, success in the pounds that I've lost so far is just preparing food. I literally just started making these banana pancakes, and so I haven't perfected them yet. I think likely because I'm supposed to have baking powder, and I don't. But it is banana, cinnamon, a little bit of French vanilla, creamer, and an egg. And you mix it up and make it a nice little batter. And you have yourself some pancakes, which is really cool. So that one did not work, but you'll see. Everything works out. It's a really hearty breakfast. It really is. And so let me show you how I track points for this while I eat. All right, here we go. So I'm on Weight Watchers, and every food item is really calculated for you, and they calculate the points for each food by like the protein, the sugar, and all of that, and they assign point values to each food item. And I have an entire selection of 0 point items, usually fruit and vegetables, salmon, shrimp, all things that I love. So this pancake that I had, the bananas were 0, the egg was 0. You'll notice I had 1 point used, and that 1 point I think was for, I don't know what that was for, but strawberries are 0, banana 0. Yeah, all of the things are 0 within that one. And then even the paste salsa is 0 points, as you can see. So a really good breakfast. What did cost points was the syrup that I put on it. But you'll notice that I just decided, and this is what helps. I decided to use just regular. At first, I was going to use this. I think it was Mrs. Butterworth or something like that. But I ended up using this. But it's like full of butter. But I just used 2 teaspoons, and I really did take 2 teaspoons and used it. These are the pecans. You'll notice the pecans are 6 points for a fourth of a cup. I probably should have done that differently because that was probably about a fourth of a cup, but I did an eighth. Anyway, that's splitting hairs. So I had 2 boiled eggs, and so I chose that. And then for my last, I think it was the creamer that I put. That's what I thought might have cost points. Anyway, you'll notice that the creamer was also a couple of points. So now I'm down to 24 points. I've used 8 points. All right. So I had my delicious breakfast. It's been 30 minutes, maybe 45, 30. Yeah, about 45 minutes. And I signed up for a yoga class at my gym. I don't know if I'm going to make it. I have like 15 minutes to get there. Not great. Not great. But if I don't make it to class, then I can. I brought my bathing suit and I can go to the jacuzzi. And one of my favorite things to do is to do stretches. This is what I did this last weekend. I went into the jacuzzi and I just did stretches, and it was so good. It was exactly, oh, it's an older person walking their dog, but they're like on their thing, but they're walking, and they're walking a long way because there's nothing that they can't turn around. I mean, they can turn around, but if they're walking this way, they have to go around a lake, and I don't know where they're going. But anyway, they're getting their steps in. They're living. Anyway, so the breakfast was good. Hopefully it'll be good and digested before I get to yoga. But there's something that I feel really inspired. I am inspired, motivated, if you will. And like, it feels like about 6 months of the year, from like August, September to like February, March. Let's see, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. Yeah. There's something about the season. I don't know if it's the cooler air. I don't know what it is, but I love the fall. And so I love walking in the fall. I can actually walk outside. My sinus and allergies, I don't like to walk in the spring and the summer. And so I wonder what I could do to look at weight loss for 6 months and sustainment for 6 months. And then take the next 6 months and like, okay, what can I lose in this 6 months? And then just sustain, like don't gain weight in spring and summer. That feels like a bright idea. It feels smart to me. I don't know, but it feels very, very smart. Okay, so I will see you all in yoga class. Okay, I just made it back home. I think I'm gonna drink a green juice. I did yoga and then I sat in the sauna. I didn't do anything else. But I need to figure out how do I want to get my steps in today, because I really do want to get my steps in. I took a really, really long nap. And when I got up, I was hungry. And so I ordered Five Guys. And while I waited for Five Guys, I ate some popcorners. And this is how it was like 18 initially for 5 points, but I ended up doing 20, still 5 points. And this is my day. So it shows all of the things I showed you already for breakfast, but I want to show you what I did with Five Guys so that I could eat it for lunch. I ended up having tomato 0, lettuce 0, mushroom, onion, grilled onion 0, and the patty was 8 points. No cheese. And that is how I accomplish really trying to stay focused in my eating. So, yeah, I hope that helps. The last thing I wanted to show you is, like you'll see last week, I started last Thursday. And I've been consistent since last Thursday. And I'm going to end the day with 9 points, and I'm okay with that. It is late. It is about 9:10, and I am on my way to bed. I ended up having one other thing, and that was a fruit cup. Let me just show you real quick. You know how you can go to the store and get a big thing of fruit? I got one of those, and then I put them in these jars, and I eat them for snacks. And so this is the only other thing I had, and all of this is 0 points. I can eat as much fruit as I want, as much shrimp as I want, as much salmon, but it really just like curves that sweet tooth that sometimes you get. So anyway, yeah, that is it. So hopefully that was inspiring in some way. Hopefully that helps. And it doesn't take Weight Watchers to do it. I think it just takes intentionality. For me, Weight Watchers helps. So thank you for watching. I will see you next week. Bye.